Gerry Kelly, your reaction to today's statement?
Well, the pan-unionist front, if I could say that, this unity group has said that they want a commission of inquiry. But of course there's already a commission in existence, and that commission happens to be the Parades Commission, ironically. And the Parades Commission was set up for this specific purpose of making decisions on contentious parades. So asking for a commission of inquiry doesn't even make any sense. However, this is not the first time. I think people are wondering where are they at. They have also said about their Britishness, British culture being eroded, but the facts go against that, because there's now double the number of loyal order parades over the last 5 years. There's double the number of loyalist bands, many of them what would be normally termed kick the Pope bands. Over 95% of those parades aren't even contended. So they are calling crowds out onto the street. I understand from their statement that they're saying on the 12th of July that every area should apply for another parade. Now, I can only read that as trying to, first of all, stretch the Parades Commission, but secondly, and perhaps more importantly, trying to overstretch the police as well. This is not leadership. This is pandering to the lowest common denominator, as always. I think some of it is trying to get through the 12th. And I get the impression from all that has been said is that what political unionism is doing is going off on holiday after the 12th. Forgive my scepticism around that, but that's what it seems to me is going on here. But there is no logic in their position. They were two of the five parties in the executive. They were in negotiations which I was involved in. They walked out of those negotiations, which involved all five executive parties. They then, within 2 days, demanded that the executive come together, which is the same five parties, to talk about the issues that they walked out of the talks on. So, I mean, I don't know in the end where you center this logic, except the one thing that I am glad of and pleased of is that Martin McGuinness had argued for a considerable period of time to get all of the executive parties on board for a single statement saying that, we should get through this period, it should be calm, there should be no violence, people should adhere to the rule of law. And a short statement that it was an important statement to achieve at the executive meeting, or after the executive meeting, for all parties to say that. And that's the one positive area which we can look at the moment. And I hope we will get through that. I was at a public meeting in nationalist Ardoyne on Monday, and the mood there was very calm. People understand what's going on. They are arguing very vehemently against any idea that anyone would, for instance, come into Ardoyne and try and create violence. We don't want any of that.
Your reaction to Secretary of State Villiers saying that she would be open to meeting the Orange Order? Well,
I am astounded that, first of all, they would ask this British Secretary of State for a meeting on this issue, or to intervene in this issue, to call or to set up a commission of inquiry, especially since this is the same Secretary of State who quite recently has refused inquests, very important inquests, long-awaited inquests, and also has refused a number of inquiries on killings which happened in the past. Is she now going to take that stance with very serious issues and kowtow to a unionist demand over a very small section of a very long parade? I mean, the parade itself, I think, is 10 miles out, whatever it is, back, which is one of hundreds of parades on the 12th, and indeed thousands of parades throughout the year.